Hey everyone! Welcome back to Talk Lucy channel, your daily English practice. I'm Lucy.
And I'm Tom. We're so happy you're here with us today. If you're new, subscribe so you don't miss our daily episodes.
So Tom, how was your weekend?
It was good. I went to that new coffee shop downtown, and guess what? I looked my old college friend there.
Wait, you looked your friend?
Yeah, I was sitting there drinking my latte, and I looked her at the counter.
Tom, stop. You're hurting my ears.
What? What did I say wrong?
You can't look someone. You saw your friend. You saw her at the counter.
Oh, but what's the difference? Look and see, they're both about eyes, right?
They are, but they work very differently, and this is exactly what confuses so many learners.
Great. Another thing I've been saying wrong. My face is getting warm just thinking about how many mistakes I've made.
Don't worry, this is one of the most common mistakes. Even advanced learners mix these up sometimes. By the end of today, you'll never confuse them again.
Promise?
Promise. And actually, you did use look correctly earlier this week. Yesterday, you said, I was looking for my old portfolio. That was perfect.
Oh, so sometimes look is right?
Exactly. Look has many uses. You were looking for something. That means searching. But you can't look someone. You see someone.
This is confusing. My brain feels like tangled headphones right now.
Let's untangle them. That's what we're talking about today. How to use look in everyday English and the difference between look, see, and watch. The main difference. Active versus passive. Let's start with the basic meaning. Look means to direct your eyes at something, to use your eyes intentionally.
So it's about choosing to see something on purpose.
Exactly. And this is where look is different from see. See is passive. Your eyes are open, light comes in, and you see things automatically. But look is active. You decide to point your eyes somewhere.
Oh, that's a really clear distinction. Can you give me an example?
Sure. Right now, I can see my coffee cup on the desk. It's just there in my vision. But if I want to read what's written on the cup, I need to look at it. I need to focus my attention.
So see is passive, look is active.
Perfect. Another example. You're walking down the street. You see hundreds of people, but then someone interesting catches your eye and you look at them.
That makes so much sense. It's like see is what your eyes do automatically, and look is what your brain decides to do.
Exactly. And we almost always use look with a preposition. Look at. Look at the sky. Look at this photo. Look at me when I'm talking to you.
That last one sounds like something a parent would say. My mom said that to me 1,000,000 times growing up.
Every parent in every language says that. Now, here is an exception. Sometimes we use look alone, without at, when we want someone to notice something quickly, like, look, a rainbow, or look, it's snowing.
Oh, so in that case, it's more like an exclamation to grab attention.
Look as appearance.
Right. Now let's talk about the second meaning. Look can describe appearance, how something seems.
Oh, like when you said, you look tired to me earlier.
Exactly. I wasn't telling you to use your eyes. I was saying you appear tired. Your face and energy give the appearance of tiredness. So look here means seem. That cake looks delicious. She looks happy today. This neighborhood looks expensive. What about look like? Is that different?
Great question. Look like is for comparisons. You look tired, look plus adjective, describes a quality. You look like your father, look like noun, compares you to another person.
So you look tired describes my state, but you look like you need coffee compares me to someone who needs caffeine. Both are true right now.
Exactly. You're asking about the appearance, and she might say, it looks amazing, or it looks like there's too much sauce on it.
This is interesting. So look can go two directions, describing a quality or making a comparison.
Right. Now let's move to the third meaning. This one has lots of useful phrases. Look can also mean to search or try to find something.
Like, I'm looking for my keys?
Yes, look for is one of the most common phrasal verbs in English. If you lost something or you need something, you look for it.
I look for my phone about 20 times a day. It's always in the last place I look.
That's a universal experience. Your phone, your keys, your glasses.
Oh, glasses are the worst. You need your glasses to look for your glasses. It's a cruel design flaw.
That's such a perfect observation. But look for isn't just for lost items. It also means searching for something you want or a goal you have.
Like, I'm looking for a new apartment, or I'm looking for a job.
Exactly. These aren't lost items. They are things you are trying to find or achieve. You can even use it for abstract things. She's looking for meaning in her life, or they're looking for answers.
So, look for can be a physical search or a mental abstract search.
Right. And there are so many other look phrases that involve searching or examining. Let me share some of my favorites.
I'm ready.
Look through. This means to examine many things quickly, usually documents or files. Like I said earlier, you looked through 20 folders.
Yeah, that was exhausting. My eyes were getting that dry, scratchy feeling from staring at the screen for so long.
Next is look into. This means to investigate or research a problem. If there's a mistake at work, the manager might say, "I'll look into it."
Oh, that's useful. It sounds more professional than I'll check it out.
It is a little more formal. Then we have look up. This means to search for information in a reference source, like a book or the internet.
Like looking up a word in the dictionary?
Exactly. Or saying, "Let me look that up," when you want to search for an answer online.
I say that all the time while reaching for my phone.
Same. Our phones are basically external memory. Now, what about look around?
Look around means to explore a space to see what is there. When you walk into a store and don't want help yet, you say, "I'm just looking around."
Exactly. It's a very polite way to tell a salesperson you are just browsing and don't need help yet. Now, look out means to be careful. It's a warning for danger. Look out, there's a car coming.
It sounds urgent. What about look out for?
Look out for means to watch over something or take care of someone. Like, "Can you look out for my package while I'm gone?"
Oh, that has a protective feeling. My neighbor looks out for my apartment when I travel. She waters my plants and checks my mail.
That's a great neighbor. She's looking out for you. Now, one more essential one. Look forward to.
You said that earlier. I'm looking forward to my afternoon coffee.
Right. It means to be excited about the future, but be careful with the grammar. It's look forward to plus noun or verb ing. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Noun. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Verb ing. Wrong. I look forward to see you.
Good to know. The to is a preposition there, not part of an infinitive.
You got it. Grammar nerd moment. Okay, we've covered a lot. Let me share one more meaning. Look can mean to examine or consider something carefully with your mind.
Like what?
Like, let's look at the data, or we need to look at this problem from a different angle.
Oh, so it's more analytical. It's like studying something with your brain, not just using your eyes.
Exactly. Using look can also be intellectual. We say, "Let's look at the bigger picture." Or, "If you look at it this way."
This word really does do everything.
It's incredibly versatile, and that's why it's so common in everyday English.
Lucy, I have a question. What about look versus watch? You explained see, but watch is another confusing one.
Great question. Okay, so we said look is intentional. You direct your eyes at something. Watch is also intentional, but it implies watching something for a period of time. Usually it is something that moves or changes. Example, I watch a movie, but I look at a painting.
Perfect examples. A movie has movement and takes time, so you watch it. A painting is still, so you observe it for a moment. You look at it.
Exactly.
What about TV?
We usually say watch TV because it involves moving images over time. But if you quickly glance at the screen just to check the score of a game, you might look at the TV.
And sports.
You watch a game or watch a match because there is action happening over a period of time.
What about people? Can I say, I was watching that person?
You can, but be careful. Watching someone for a long time can sound a little creepy, like surveillance or a stalker. Looking at someone is more neutral. It's just a quick glance.
Good to know. I don't want to sound like a stalker.
No, definitely not. Saying, sorry, I was just looking at your interesting shoes is fine. Saying, sorry, I was watching you makes people uncomfortable. That is a huge difference in how people would react. It really is. Now, before we wrap up, let's do a little practice. I'll give you a situation and you try to use the right look phrase.
I'm ready.
Situation 1. You lost your wallet this morning.
Okay. I spent 30 minutes looking for my wallet. I looked through all my jacket pockets. I looked under the couch. Finally, I looked in my backpack and there it was.
Perfect. You used looking for, searching, looked through, examining, and looked under, location.
It's always in the last place you look, right?
By definition, yes. Once you find it, you stop looking. Situation 2. Your friend wants to buy a car but doesn't know much about that specific model.
You should look into that car model before you buy it. Look up the reviews online and look at the mileage carefully.
Excellent. Look into for research, look up for finding information, and look at for examining the details.
This is fun. One more.
You're giving advice to someone starting a new job.
Don't worry if you feel nervous. Everyone will be looking at you on the first day, but that's normal. Just look confident even if you don't feel it, and look forward to learning new things.
That was beautiful. You used looking at, attention, look, appearance, and look forward to, anticipation, all in one go.
I think I finally get it. Look has become my friend now. I won't say, I looked my friend at the coffee shop ever again.
Good. Let's do a final review of the 10 key phrases we learned.
Phrase. Meaning. Example. 1. Look at. Direct your eyes to something. Look at this beautiful sunset. 2. Look for. Search for something lost or needed. I'm looking for my glasses. 3. Look like. To resemble or be similar to. You look like your mother. 4. Look forward to. To be excited for the future. I look forward to our vacation. 5. Look after. To take care of someone or something. Can you look after my dog? 6. Look into. To investigate or research. The police are looking into the case. 7. Look up. Search for info in a book or online. I need to look up this word. 8. Look out. Be careful. Danger. Look out, the floor is wet. 9. Look around. Explore or browse a space. No thanks, I'm just looking around. 10. Look back. To think about the past. I smile when I look back at my childhood.
10 phrases. That is a lot of looking.
It is, but you will hear these every single day.
I'm going to start noticing them now. Every time someone says look, I'll pay attention.
That's a great habit. Now, a question for our viewers. What are you looking forward to this week? Tell us in the comments using the phrase looking forward to.
And remember, look is intentional, see is automatic, and watch is for movement over time.
If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell so you don't miss our daily episodes.
We'll see you tomorrow with another easy conversation. Keep looking for opportunities to practice.
And keep looking forward to your English journey. Small steps every day.
That's how you become fluent. Bye, everyone.
Bye.